Hashtag Doggy People with Phil Lassman.
Hello, it's me, and welcome to Hashtag Doggy People, the show about life, love, and dogs. Now, running a dog rescue is a challenge in itself, but can you imagine having to do it all in the middle of a desert in Afghanistan? To my guest this week, it's just a walk in the park. I'm delighted to welcome back my friend and the very buff founder of the very unique charity, Nowzad. And here he is in all his buffness. It's Pen Farthing. Ta-da.
Hi.
Hello,
Thanks
Pen.
for that.
And
I didn't get enough grief last time for the buff bit, so thanks very much for just bringing that back out again.
That's well, you know, I've done my little ones as well for you, especially to try and keep up. Just in case anyone has never heard of Nowzad, who's watching the show for the first time, naughty. Let's just remind our audience. First of all, what is the number of dogs that you handle each year, Pen?
We have quite a large turnover here. I mean, we've got over 150 dogs in our care now at the Nowzad.
Really?
And we're actually quite full at the moment, so we've got dogs all over the place. While we getting ready to be transported, whether to America or to England or wherever they're going. People can adopt from us. All our adoptable dogs are on the Nowzad website. If they're coming to England, It's going to take just a little bit of time because we're still waiting for the flights to resume.
You're situated out there in the middle of the desert in Afghanistan. What are the most common injuries to the dogs that you rescue?
Sadly, we see a lot of car accidents. There's no street lighting here. There's so many stray dogs. And so at night, the dogs come out. Obviously, during the day, they'll kind of rest up under the shade, but at night, they're active. And so here, the cars driving around the streets, they don't see a dog, and sadly, that dog ends up being injured. And obviously, sometimes we'll see disease, so distemper parvo. They're big diseases out here in Afghanistan. We see, quite a few different variety of cases every single day. And it keeps our staff very busy.
Yeah. Well, of course, I'm pleased you mentioned the staff because the unique thing about this show, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're actually going to be meeting the staff of Nowzad.
We're so proud. We've got 5 Afghan nationals who are fully trained veterinarians.
Yep.
We've got 2 of them are actual female Afghan nationals, so they're 2 of the first female veterinarians. So you're going to meet one today. You're going to meet Dr. Zara today. And you're going to meet one of our male veterinarians, Dr. Farzad.
Let's meet these staff. I'm really looking forward to this.
First up, we've got Dr. Farzad, and he wants to introduce you to one of our very, very special residents here at Nowzad.
Can't wait. Hello. Oh, look at this.
How you doing?
Hello, Dr. Farzad. Hello,
Hi,
I'm Phil.
thank
I'm
you.
so honoured and delighted to meet you. Who have you got there? Oh, well, that beautiful view. Is that a lovely boy?
Yeah. This is the lovely boy, Apollo. We call him Apollo.
Apollo.
He's Apollo. He is our big boy and really cute and cuddly one. That I want to share you this story. His history. Whenever he came here, he was unfortunately in a bad situation. They will cut their ears really deep. They cut their ears really deep. They just lost their horizontal canal of their ear, and they are even maggot on his ear.
Lord.
He was really in a bad situation. So we had a surgery on him. The surgery went well, and he is better now, and he is doing really well. But first of all, whenever he came here, everyone is scared of him. But after getting treatment, after a week, he get really cute and friendly, and all of us here now that love him because when we are playing with him, he is like a big boy and playing and cuddling like a really cute puppy with us, and everyone love him. Really good boy.
Is he one of your favourites there, Dr. Farzad?
Yeah. He is one of everyone's favorite because he is really big and looking really strong, like Mr. Big, and everyone saying that that's my dog, that's my dog.
His ears were purposely cut off, weren't they?
Yeah, unfortunately, as Mr. Prince said, they are breeding this kind of dogs for the dog fighting. For the dog fighting, they are cutting the ears for two
Yes.
purposes. First of all, whenever they are fighting, they will get injured if they are long. They are cutting it for do not get injured, and they
Mm.
think it look really beautiful. They think.
How long you have actually worked at Nowzad?
So after graduation from university, I was here first of all as an intern. I was intern here for 6 months, and after completing my intern, I was signed about 1 or 1.5 year. That with the internship, it's about 2 years that I am with the Nowzad. I learned about animal welfare, how dealing with the cats and dogs. That unfortunately before we were taught a lot with big animals like cows and horses, but not lots of things about cats and dogs. Whenever I get here and I deal with the cats and dogs, I really get attached with them. Yeah, and even before I love the cats, so I decided to be here and stay here because all of the pets, especially cats and dogs, are really loyal and they are really emotional, and every vets are getting vets are really emotional too because they are dealing with every day with different cases. So I decided to be here with the Nowzad and work here and follow my passion.
When did you first discover your love for animals? When did you decide that that was going to be your life's work?
I was, I think, in the primary school in 8 or 7 of the primary school. We had a cat. We had a cat. It was a really good ginger cat. She got pregnant. After got birth her kittens, day by day, one of them, every day, one of the kitten would die. Every day, one of the kitten would die. And after a few days, about all of the kittens were died. I was really upset. And all the kid, the kitten mom, the cat was really yawning and howling everywhere. I did not know what is the reason, what's the cause. In that time, we did not know about the veterinary medicine, and we did not know. But I was surprised how I can help them, how I understand about the animals, how I can help them. I decided to go to veterinary to study, and whenever I find Nowzad, I find Nowzad, I realize that it is the place that I can serve and I can follow the passion that I had, and I can serve the pets and the street cat and dogs as well.
Dog or cat? Are you a dog person or a cat person?
I'm a cat person.
You're a cat person.
I have a cat. Yeah.
Yeah. Talk us through a typical day at Nowzad. What is your daily routine there?
In a typical day, the doctors will come about 8 o'clock. They are starting their works at 8 o'clock. First of all, they will have to go to the treatments because every animals need twice a day or 3 times a day treatment, and they are going to start at 8. They will do all of the treatments. After the treatments are finished, then we will have our meeting, vet meeting, or with our manager meeting, that we will plan our day. We will plan the surgeries. We will plan all day to do the next. After that, we would have the surgeries. After that, we have the clients. Fortunately, we have now locally and foreign clients that will come and for treatment. They will bring their dogs and cats for the treatment. From 12 up to 1 o'clock, we have our lunch break, and in that time we will have our lunch, and all of the staff will gather, and we have a chat, and we'll have our laughs, and it's really good time. At the 1 o'clock, we will have another our middle day meeting, which work that we have completed and which will remain, and we're going to talk about. After the meeting, we will have our afternoon treatment, our cleaning, and we will have our day.
You actually are a bit of a good dancer, aren't you? You like doing dances to entertain the rest of your colleagues. I've heard about it. You see, it's travelled all the way to the UK. What are the things you don't like about the work that you're doing there?
I do not like the time whenever I'm not able to help an animal because of any reason, and we are have to put the animal to sleep. And it is one of the hard time that we were facing and that we are having. And then that day, everyone, all the vet team will be really sad because we are doing our best. We are trying our best to the animals, but there are some cases because of old age or because of lack of the equipment, everything, that we are not able to help the animal. Because of this, we are putting it to sleep, and that is the thing that no one's like it. And we are
no. What do you think of the current situation regarding vets and veterinary surgery in Afghanistan?
I am really optimistic about the future, and because there are like NGOs like Nowzad are working for the people awareness, for the promoting veterinary knowledge. Like we have here programs like intern program, like university students came here for the studying practical works. We have a rabies awareness program, rabies vaccinations. These are helping. These are helping that can make change in our society. For example, we have had before several clients that were not local Afghan, that were foreigners that would come and brought their dogs. But now, fortunately, we have a lot of local Afghans that they are caring about their animal, and they are bringing their animal here for the treatment, and they know about the vaccination, about the animal welfare. I am really happy that in future, inshallah, we will have a good veterinarians and animal welfare.
I can't let you go without. I've got to ask you one personal question. I hope you don't mind. Are you a single man, or are you married? Are you a married man?
No, I'm single.
You're single. Are you? I mean, do you have a girlfriend? Are you looking around?
No.
I'm not a dating agency.
Whenever I came here at work, every colleague was asking me, whenever you're getting engaged, when you are going to marry, when you're going to engage. I'm saying no. When I complete my master's degree, I will think about it. But
that's
not
right.
now.
That's right. You've got time. But the question I'm leading up to, and I'd like to ask you, what if you meet a very nice lady, everything's cool, except for one thing? She doesn't like dogs. She doesn't like cats. She doesn't like animals. Really? What on earth is going to happen?
Someday, if I have got married, my wife, if does not like or love the cat, I will socialize her. I will with
you will socialize. That's right. You'll train her, won't you, Dr. Farzad? You'll train her. Exactly. Thank you so much for talking to me today. We're in another country. We're looking in on you. We're supporting the charity, but we all want to, I speak for everyone, I'm sure, to thank individual special people like you who get up every day and come and care for those animals. So thank you, Dr. Farzad. It's been an honor.
Thank you too. Thank you for your support. We are here, and we are looking forward for your more support. And thank you too. And goodbye. Nice chat.
Nice chat indeed, Dr. Farzad. Take care. God bless.
This is Dr. Zara, and this is Phil. Phil, meet Dr. Zara.
Hello, Dr. Zara. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you? Are you fine?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. And I'm so pleased to meet you. And I can see straight away you've got an admirer there. Tell us, oh gosh, that beautiful, beautiful dog. How cute and good looking is that?
I have a baby, beautiful puppy with myself now. Her name is Nikki.
Nikki?
She brought by Afghan girl into clinic, and that girl rescued her from a street when she was 2 weeks old. But now she has almost 4 months old. And when that girl brought her in here, that girl said for us, if I able to and facility with myself, I will keep her with myself. But now I don't have any facilities to keep Nikki with myself. So she took Nikki for us for caring in here, and then now we are very happy that we have Nikki in here because Nikki has deformed bone, naturally deformed bone, and in this leg. And if I think if she was in a street, she against with a lot of pain and surfaces pain because in here in Afghanistan, unfortunately, some children do some works that not good, like through some stones against the animals, especially against dogs, and it's not good. So that's why we are very happy that we have Nikki with ourselves, and here we try to do good services for her.
So, Dr. Zara, how long have you worked with Pen Farthing and Nowzad? How long have you been at Nowzad?
Almost 9 months, because when I graduated from university, I was looking for a job, a veterinary job. When I understood about the announcement of internship of Nowzad clinic, so I applied and here. After that, Nowzad organization take interview from me, and I'm very happy that successfully I have they accept me as an internship in here, and I spent 6 months internship in here, and I learned a lot of things about animal welfare, and also about animals treatments, patients, all more about animals in here. So I'm very grateful from Nowzad organization because they learned a lot of things about animals and knowledge for me. And after the internship program, they accept me as an assistant in here, and now I'm very happy that I'm doing working for animals and services for animals, especially for Afghan dogs and cats in here.
Did you always think that you would like to work with animals, or is this something that came to you a bit later on?
When I was a child, on that time, naturally, sometimes my parents asking me about animals. Are you love animals or not? I always answer for them that I love animals. The first persons that encouraged me to continue as a veterinarian, that was my family, my parent, my father, and my mother.
What is the thing you enjoy most about working at Nowzad?
There are all of works that we do in here, all are enjoyable for me, especially when a patient come in here that endured or have or has very bad situation. When we treatment it successfully, on that time I become comfort and become happy, and on that time it will be it is very enjoyable for me that we treat animals.
What are the difficulties that you personally face when you're working at Nowzad?
When we against with the patient that she or he don't doesn't be treatment and by drugs or by surgery, and we put him or her into rest. It's very upset me. It's making upset me because it's very hurt me, and it's very not good.
Are you married yourself, or are you a single lady?
No, I'm single yet.
You're
Because I want to continue my learning knowledge about veterinary and making myself a good and intelligent veterinarian in Afghanistan.
Yeah. Well, you're a very dedicated woman. I can see that, and a very clever one, because I mean, the way that you speak English is fantastic. How do you view the future of animal welfare in Afghanistan?
I think I see the animal welfare future of Afghanistan is very good, because if we have some plans and some programs for increasing the animal welfare and animal welfare awareness in school and in university, it will be great.
Dr. Zara, I have to thank you so much indeed. Once again, as you heard me say to Dr. Farzad, it is only with people like you, dedicated young people who devote their lives to caring for animals, that we can actually take the whole aspect of animal welfare forward. So on behalf of everyone here in the UK, I know I can speak for them, we all thank you. We bow.
Thank you from you and your support.
People.
And we are very happy that you all are with us in here in Afghanistan and always support us. We are very thankful from you, and nice to meet you, to see you.
Thank you for your time today. So lovely to meet you, and I'll one day look forward to meeting you in person.
Probably 6 months ago now, we had a dog that came in, a little puppy. I actually rescued it off the street out of a drainage ditch, and it had leishmaniasis on its nose. And so we brought it in for treatment. It was quite skinny. And after a couple of days of being with us, it actually started deteriorating really badly, but towards rabies. And within a day, it had gone full-blown rabies on us. It was just such a cute little puppy, like 3 days beforehand. So we had no choice, obviously, but to put it to sleep. But that made us realize, because at that time, our quarantine facilities were just so full. And so we actually decided there and then we'd start a campaign to fundraise so we could expand our quarantine isolation facilities. So little dogs, we named him Creamy. Little dogs like Creamy could obviously be treated, in a proper professional setting, and obviously also maintain the safety for our staff, because obviously rabies is no laughing matter. You get bitten, you're in trouble. Our supporters were absolutely amazing. They donated to allow us to be able to do that. So we've just started the work, which meant that our clinic, in all its glory, basically got knocked down.
Oh,
and
wow.
Now we're rebuilding. And so we're going to have 2 stories now.
Excellent.
So that was the original clinic layout just here.
Yep.
They left the sign up, you can see, look. They reckon, they've told me they're going to be finished in 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yep,
wow.
These guys aren't stopping. So, and it's Ramadan out here at the minute. So obviously during daylight, nobody eats or drinks.
Yep.
And these guys are working full on through the day, no stopping.
How many years has it been since you first began Nowzad?
Nowzad now is coming up for 14 years old this year. 14
years. And can you believe when you look back and see what you've created, from your little germ of an idea, and look where you are now? How does that feel to you?
I mean, yes, I had the idea, but it's our supporters who have made the difference. They're the ones who've funded all of this, and they're the ones who keep, obviously, the funds coming in so we can keep doing this. And I do look at it sometimes, and from rescuing that dog Nowzad all that time ago from Helmand province, I'm like, wow.
Pen, you're one of a kind. You're one of a kind, mate. Honestly, I
thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Salute you. We're all right behind you. We'll always be supporting you. And not only are you leading the whole thing at Nowzad, but you're also becoming a budding author, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of being. I think
true or
I'm
false?
being cajoled into doing that. Yeah.
You're going to do it.
Last year I had the ideal amount of time, didn't I, with us all being locked down? But yeah, we shall see. At the moment, I'm giving it some thought, and I'm starting to put some ideas down on paper. So we'll see where that goes.
Pen, thanks for letting us come back and meet 2 of your fantastic staff. Excuse me. Do you know what? I'll tell you what. Before I go, I couldn't go without giving a shout out to your mate and my mate, Dave Hill, one of your absolute, your staunch supporters back here in the UK. Does a lot of campaigning for you.
Dave, and also to Anne, your wife, who's just as important for what goes on for Nowzad. So thank you to the both of you. But we're also incredibly sad that David's actually a Spurs fan. So that's kind of like his negative point. Just
you can't have everything in life. You can't have everything. Before I go, the final thing is, Pen, we're coming to the show. I've got a new format now. I close the show by reaching for my humongously big bell and ringing it, because, Pen, I'm going to give you 30 seconds on screen. I want you to make a pitch to all the supporters for continued donations. All right, hair and makeup, you're done. Off you go.
So to everyone out there, thank you so much for your just continued support. It helps us help dogs like this. This is Dakota. Dakota sadly was hit by a car and he lost his back leg. So he's a three-legged dog, but his actual other back leg is fixed in place. So without us, he wouldn't have survived out here. And so it's your generous donations that really, truly do make a difference for animals out here in Afghanistan, dog, cats, and now donkeys as well, because we work with the working animals out in the streets, giving them treatment and care of where we can. So yeah, anything you can do to help us, donations, or just spreading the word, telling people about the work we do would be so appreciated. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the fabulous Pen Farthing. God bless you.
Buddy.
Nice one.
Keep safe, mate. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Pen. So that's the end of the show, and I thought it went well. A massive thanks to my special guest this week, Pen Farthing, and also his two right-hand people, Dr. Farzad and Dr. Zara. And now it's time to have your say. Tweet me, email me, heckle me, whatever takes your fancy. All I'm asking you to do is please get involved. So thanks for watching, and join me next week when we'll be meeting some more #doggy people. Stay safe, love your dog, and cheerio.